The following program is presented by Pro Sound and Video.
I'm the Joker, baby.
Your costume sucks.
Today on Broward Teen News, we're at Cypress Bay High School to learn all about the Home of the Lightning.
Stay tuned to learn about the 6th Annual Media Excellence Awards.
How the leader of the Bay's robotics team is breaking through the STEM field.
Have the Lightning football team prepared to strike down at the most intense game of the season.
And much more. Hello, and welcome to Broward Teen News. I'm Tati Del Carpio.
And I'm Alex Lance. And today we have the privilege of collaborating with Seminole Ridge.
I'm super excited to see what they've brought to the table.
Me too. But first, here's Alexa to introduce to us the leader of the Cypress Bay Robotics team.
This is Eugene, a robot built by Grease Lightning, Cypress Bay's robotics team. And at the head of it all is Cassia Rizq.
When I first saw a robot move, I looked at it and I said, I want to do that. You get these words on a computer and they actually turn into motions, which is insane.
With STEM fields being dominated by men, women can find it discouraging to seek it as a career path. However, Cassia is hoping to change that.
In previous years, as I was one of the youngest on the team, I was still a leader, per se. It was hard for me because many of them would actually not listen to me just because I was younger than them or I was a girl. And it's actually still predominant today. Like sometimes I'll say something and they won't quite listen to me, but when someone else says it, they actually hear it. All right, guys, if you don't have safety glasses, go inside.
You know, you could count the amount of girls in the robotics team, on the robotics team as a whole, on your left hand. I've always kind of seen her as the person that to look up to. She's the head of the team. She's the person that everyone kind of looks to as far as when they're looking for guidance. And I've never really seen her as somebody that is like objectified. She's always just shined through it, you know, and she's always just been there through whatever stereotype there may be.
I think Cassie is an inspiration to other girls aspiring to be in STEM because she's really confident in her decision making. You know, she knows how to trust her own instincts, which is really important when you're in the STEM field and you need to make life-changing choices. And just because she's grown to trust her own instincts, I think that inspires other girls to trust themselves and go through with projects in the STEM field.
I hope that obviously there are more girls, there are going to be more girls interested, and hopefully they'll not feel so ashamed to be in STEM and so underrepresented, because it's scary having a bunch of guys around you and not everyone can do it. And I just hope that either girls find a way to do it or there's so many girls that it just keeps growing.
With girls like Cassia breaking through the barriers of a male-dominated field like robotics, she aims for a future where there are more women in STEM fields. Alexa Podolsky, CBTV.
Bypass. 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 Bypass.
Bob, Fed. Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to step out of the line.
It's not what it looks like, I swear.
Sir, may I see your vibing license? Sir, it says here your vibing license has expired.
Bro, I'm literally just chilling. I'm just vibing right now, bro.
Sir, you're becoming aggressive. It's clear why your license is outdated.
It's not what it looks like, I swear.
Sir.
Vibe Inc. Keep calm and vibe.
Our fellow TV program at Christopher Columbus High School held their 6th Annual Media Excellence Awards.
And Nick had the opportunity to cover the event.
Meet Benjamin Cure, a news reporter for the Christopher Columbus News Network. In a few years, he hopes to be where Lori Jennings was at Channel 10, or to move up to where Frances Wang is at Channel 4, or Nicole Ensalada at Channel 7. But what event had so many journalists, radio hosts, and meteorologists together? CCNN's 6th Annual Media Excellence Awards.
6 years ago, to be specific, we decided to create an event because the students really wanted to honor the professionals who inspire them to study what they study here at CCNN. So we said, you know, what better than a beautiful gala where these people can come and we can pay homage to them for the work that they do every day on our television screens delivering the news.
The event helps to unite CCNN with the community and helps student journalists interact with industry professionals. Over the past 6 years, the award show has had major growth. The event helps students like Benjamin spark their passions. Reporters like Nicole Ensalada were stunned by the experience and believe that meeting with professionals and learning from their experiences can prepare students for their future in journalism.
I've never seen a high school devote so much time and resources to journalism. It certainly wasn't like that when I was growing up, and I'm blown away.
The Media Excellence Awards helps to bring young students together with the journalists they look up to and prepare them for an award-winning future. Nick Ramos, CBTV.
Oh. What are you going to tell your parents? It's fine. It's fine. I'll just sit them down and I'll tell them what happened.
How was school?
It was fine. Kind of boring.
Was there a lot of traffic on the way out?
I got out of there as fast as I could.
Dude, it's been 2 weeks since you got this ticket. Why haven't you told your parents yet?
Are you ever gonna tell them?
What are you guys talking about?
Oliver got a ticket.
I already knew about that. What was that, about 2 weeks ago? Who do you think paid for it?
Hi, how are you? You look really good today. Hi guys. Hi, how are you? I just wanted to tell you that you all look really cute today. You guys are awesome, so have a good day. Hi guys, I love your hair. Thank you. You look amazing. Thank you. You're welcome. I love your tie.
Thank you.
Hi, I really like your outfit.
Thank you.
You're really beautiful. Have a good day. I want to tell you that you're enough and you're one of a kind and you're special. So have a good day. Thank you.
Now let's toss it on over to Riley Sullivan from Seminole Ridge.
Thanks, guys. Coffee shops and art go together like paint and canvas. When one artist's passion was put at risk, he brewed up a plan to keep painting while allowing others to share their art along the way. Felicia Clairvoyant takes us to the Brewhouse Gallery.
Brewhouse Gallery is an art gallery, craft beer bar, coffee house, a little bit of everything. AJ felt that he wanted to really showcase the artists in here and give the artists 100% of everything that they would get purchased here.
The Brewhouse Joe Brockman refers to isn't just a typical cafe. Located in Lake Park, this gallery has become a place where local artists can cultivate their ideas and showcase their work.
Really, the coolest part about Brewhouse, everybody thinks brew stands for brewing beer or coffee, and that was kind of the original idea, but it's morphed into brewing ideas and brewing creativities.
Among the coffee, beer, art, and creativity, many who visit say the Brewhouse sparks people's interest and draws them in.
It's just a fun atmosphere for whatever you want to do. Come in here and have a drink or just,
play games or whatever. We love looking at the artwork and just that it's a local collection.
Although AJ may seem like an ordinary starving artist, many challenges early in his life forced him to color outside the lines.
I have a progressive neuromuscular disease called SMA, spinal muscular atrophy, and I was diagnosed at the age of 2 and went into a power wheelchair at the age of 2. Was never able to walk or crawl or anything like that, but never let it hold me back.
We see his story, and that's exciting, you know, that we can see and be a part of something like that.
Being disabled began as a struggle for AJ, but through dedication to his craft, he was able to overcome many obstacles.
As a kid, I was always really artistic. I always had a passion for that, creating. And as I got older and lost the use of my hands, I had to transition to more of a digital medium. So that's when I found out how to use a computer and computer software. That is when I really fell in love with it, and I just pursued it full time and just really made it my passion to be an artist. And again, that's how it kind of led into Brew House and where we are today.
While many come for the live performances and ice-cold drinks, others get a chance to get an up-close view of unique pieces of art like these. For WSRH Extra, I'm Felicia Clairvoyant reporting.
Darts and pool are usually something you think of if someone mentioned bar sports. However, one bar here in West Palm is chopping up that traditional idea. Shelby Garamone takes us to Game of Axes.
South Florida has many different attractions. One staple many people do not expect is the wide range of unusual places to get together. Game of Axes, located in Boynton Beach, gives the opportunity to engage in a family-friendly atmosphere while learning how to throw axes.
Axe throwing is pretty interesting. You know, it's different. You don't really see it too much. I mean, you see different kind of bar sports like pool or darts, but not so much axe throwing. So it's new, it's fun, it's interesting, so I enjoy it.
The business itself is that it is family owned. So it is a small business that we are growing. So with that, it's a lot of fun. The people are great. The axe throwing business itself is something that's exciting. So even if I don't continue to work here in the future, my resume is going to say Axe Master, and that already makes me more intriguing to people because they're like, Axe Master? And I go, yeah, let me explain it to you, why I'm better than the other candidates.
Joey shows us how to master all the skills of throwing an axe, but neglected to warn us that it would take a couple tries to get the hang of it.
Anybody, I think about 12, it's a fun thing to do, especially on a day where there's not much going on. Challenge yourself and have fun. It's a lot of fun. Easier than it looks.
We wanted to see if the customers that engage in the fun really think they are a professional axe thrower.
Absolutely not.
Definitely think I'm a professional axe thrower.
Definitely not, but I think I'm all right.
This attraction really throws an excellent twist into a night out with friends. For WSRH Extra, I'm Shelby Garamone.
From all the way in West Palm, I'm Riley Sullivan. Now back to you guys down in Broward.
Thanks, Riley. Now to Logan, who had the coverage for the football game against Flanagan High.
In this week's pigskin matchup, the Cypress Bay Lightning went up against the Flanagan Falcons. The Lightning missed the field goal early, but was able to get the ball back and brought it all the way to the Falcons' end zone, only for Flanagan to pull off a pick six and run it back for a 90-yard touchdown. Throughout the game, both teams continue to evenly match each other, playing a little sloppy. However, when Cypress Bay misses a field goal attempt, Flanagan receives the ball and manages to find the hole in Lightning's defense. Flanagan tries to go for a 2-point conversion to make up for the missed kick, but fails to pull it off, ending the first half 0-12. Cypress Bay seems reinvigorated from the halftime break as they pull off an interception, leading them to their first touchdown. Flanagan receives the ball at the start of the fourth quarter, but Cypress Bay forces them back to their own end zone where they eventually turn over the ball, leading to the Lightning's second touchdown of the game and putting Cypress Bay on top 14-12. Cypress Bay's next storm will be on November 1st against the Cooper City Cowboys.
The Lightning football team went through extensive training to prepare for an intense matchup against the Western Wildcats.
And I was able to get the inside scoop on what the training entailed. Cypress Bay versus Western, a rivalry that's as old as the Bay itself. Since the early 2000s, Cypress Bay's varsity football team has played 13 games against the Western Wildcats, winning 10 out of the 13. However, Cypress Bay hasn't had luck defeating them in the past 3 years. With the game coming up on September 27th, how will the Lightning strike this time?
Coach Shapiro is taking the kids through
scripted practices, preparing them and giving them opportunities to see their opponents in different ways.
A lot of it has been mental preparation to fight, a team that, is hailed as one of those great teams, a team that went to states last year. But, I think Cypress Bay, we used to be a powerhouse, and I think we can still be a powerhouse against this team.
In the days leading up to a game as intense as this, Cypress Bay finds themselves practicing after school multiple times a week to perfect their plays. The team not only makes an effort to prepare themselves for the game, but also for the incidents that come with the notorious rivalry.
I don't think people really know how the rivalry started, but basically when Cypress Bay started, we took all of Western's juniors. So Western kind of resented us against that. There have been fights at the games, and there's just been a lot of contention.
This is basically our big game. This is our rival. These are the people that we're friends with outside of Cypress. Most people have friends in Western, and most people have enemies like at Western. But I guess it's just because everyone's so excited and and tensions are running so high because everyone wants to win.
With tensions at a high voltage, the football team is working hard to secure their victory against the Western Wildcats. Alex Land, CBTV.
The sun, sustainer of all life. The earth, harbor of life. The moon, responsible for the tides and nightlight. All of these things are important to life. But what do they all have in common? That's right, they're circles. So many great things in life are circles. Beautiful, round, perfect.
Circles really are great, aren't they?
Dude, I get it, but they are so much better smashed.
Bro, you got ice cream?
Cypress Bay recently issued a new policy regarding headphones.
Here's Alex to inform us about this new regulation.
Recently, Cypress Bay implemented a new rule that students are not able to have both earbuds in at the same time. The website post says that this was put in place to increase safety and attentiveness. We talked to Mrs. Roca for an inside look.
We felt that it was an important policy to put in. Many times our students are unaware of what's going on on campus, and this way they're able to hear administration, are able to hear other students in case of an emergency. They're more attentive to being more precautious.
While some students agreed with the purpose behind this new rule, most students thought the rule was unnecessary.
I think it's a little much. I mean, when I don't want people to talk to me, I put in both earbuds, but I guess I understand that it helps with safety and that if we need to hear announcements or alarms, it could be a good thing.
I think it's fine because honestly, it's a little dangerous to have two earphones in one ear. I mean, in both ears at all times. You might just hit something.
Only time will tell if this new rule is adopted by the student body. Alex Greenberg, CBTV.
Nurse, he's showing signs of not doing homework, sleeping until second period, and skipping school. My diagnosis, senioritis.
He's gonna need surgery immediately.
It's a beautiful day to save lives. Stay in there! Any more symptoms, nurse?
No, that's it.
ID. Number 2 pencil. 0.7 lead. Hang in there. Nurse, vitals.
Checking.
Shit.
Last resort, doctor.
Already on it. Clear! Turning up the watts. Clear!
He's stable. We just have to keep him alive until graduation. Job well done.
Many students here at the Bay express themselves through music.
Let's get to know more about this student who's exceeding musical expectations.
This is your typical percussionist. However, Maxx Nunn is no ordinary percussionist. He is the bassist for the band Saving Harold. Maxx has been in other bands in the past, and a previous bandmate realized his talent and invited him to a project they were starting.
She hit me up on Instagram and asked to join this new project that she was starting with the guitarist. She said that I would just come in one Sunday just to try out. And so I did, and I ended up really liking it. And since then, all four of us have really like stuck together as friends.
Although he wasn't there for the creation of the group, he certainly plays a crucial part for the band. The songs he composes help deliver the messages the band wishes to share.
For Breathe, that's a song about taking care of people when they're not feeling too great. Being able to recognize the signs and, you know, suicide prevention and that whole thing. Your Roots is mostly just an angry political song. And then the song Black and White is about being able to see the world in color, like in a new perspective and everything. And I think they all have a really easy like connection to the world that we're living in today. And I feel like they're themes that can be explored everywhere, really.
The band itself has been active for almost a year, and with numerous songs under their belt, there is no sign of slowing down for the years to come.
We just recently released a song called Lady in Waiting, and it's up on Spotify, Apple Music. We've written other songs, one called Breathe, another Black and White, and Your Roots, and that's really all we have for right now. But we're still writing, we're still recording, and we're hoping to put out more music next year.
Saving Harold has performed live at many venues and may soon appear on a bigger stage. Nicholas Alvarado, CBTV.
My name's Rick Kidder. I'm a retired U.S. Navy veteran. I went to 42 countries, 6 continents. I had a couple different jobs. I started off working on F-14 aircraft, same aircraft that are in Top Gun. And after 2 years, the Navy's supposed to give you a job, but my squadron was going away, so I got to choose another job. I went on an aircraft carrier and was in charge of the finances. So I did that for 3 years, and then they said that that job had too many people in it. So I went into the Seabees and became a bulldozer mechanic. I did that for about 4 months, and then went into radio. So I was long-haul telecommunications, and I did that for about 8 years, and then became a naval officer and started working on communications again. I would just say it was an honor to serve, and I'm glad I made it out in better condition than a lot did. We were there the night the war kicked off for Operation Enduring Freedom. We were on one of the ships that was off the Gulf of Iraq launching missiles. So that was kind of scary. I knew 2 people that didn't make it through. One was killed by a roadside bomb in Afghanistan. The other one, you know, had some medical issues that he died from along the way. So just fortunate. Feel lucky to have made it through so long unscathed.
Gabby went around the Bay to see if you guys know these artists' real names.
What's up, Cypress Bay? I'm Gabby Curtis, and today we're going around to see if students can name these artists' real names. Can you name Miley Cyrus's real name? Destiny.
Noah.
What's her sister? DaBaby.
The uncle.
Can you name Drake?
Oh, it's like a girl name, like Aubrey.
Drake.
Belle.
I never thought that it'd be so simple, but
Eminem.
Oh, Marshall Mathers.
Marshall Mathers.
Katy Perry's real name. Let's guess. Catherine. That was right. All the Migos.
Quavarius.
Wait, that's right. That's really close.
Yeah, I was gonna say all of them, but you cut me off.
I'm sorry.
Quavo's real name is Quintarius, something like that.
Quavius.
Offset's real name's Travis.
Travis Scott.
I need the Heimlich, throw that to the side.
Darkeys?
I get those goosebumps every
Wait, that was right. Say it again.
Jockeys?
That was right.
That has to be his real name.
Logic.
Richard.
Wait, do you know all the Migos?
Yeah. Cardi B, Marshall Mathers, and Tomas Kilakeo.
That's all for this week's Mott's. I'm Gabby Curtis, CBTV.
Well, that wraps it up here from Cypress Bay. I'm Alex Lands.
And I'm Tati Del Carpio. If you want to see stories like these and more, make sure you like our Broward Teen News Facebook page.
See you next time.
Broward Teen News was brought to you by ProSound and Video.